Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, December 30th, and this is the AgYield War Room. I'm Dan Dempsey, and I'll be moderating today's session. As always, if you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to drop us a line in the chat area, and we'll be sure to get to it during the show. Overnight markets here at March corn up 3 3/4 at 457 3/4. March soybeans are up 12 1/2 at 1002 1/4, and March Chicago wheat was up 5 1/4 at 551 3/4. We had an export sales announcement here this morning. Real big announcement in the bean oil complex. 23,000 metric tons of bean oil. That was to India for 24. So to put that in perspective, we did about 40,000 in weekly sales last week. So to see a big announcement like that, that's certainly positive for the oil market. Good morning, guys. It's going to be kind of an interesting week here. Tomorrow we will have full markets. So it'll be a full regular close tomorrow on New Year's Eve. We'll be closed on Wednesday, and then we'll have a hard reopen there on Thursday. So kind of a choppy sort of trade here. Outside markets are lower this morning. We're down 425 in the Dow, but it was nice to see overnight a nice pop in our markets. B. Wills, what's on your mind as we start the week? I know it's kind of an interesting holiday market here.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I'm just looking at the real. It's kind of sideways trade overnight, so that should be helpful to the beans. Speaking of beans, technical things right now. March went over the 50-day moving average at like $10.75, so that'll be a big number to see if that will hold. If we can hold that, we can probably get to the 100-day, which is around 10.20. So something to look at on the technical side of things. With Argentina still being dry over the weekend. If this La Nina pattern, materializes, we could be in store for some more dryness, through Argentina. Brazil looks like still remains pretty wet, but something to keep an eye on with Argentina looking to be dry for the next few weeks here. So with that being said, something to watch on the beans to see if they can hold some technical resistance here, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, very good. And just for folks that are, obviously, it's this, we've harped on it a number of times that you get into these thin holiday trading type of markets. I mean, sometimes it does present itself with an opportunity, so if you're looking to catch up on some year-end type of sales and you want to throw some targets in, I mean, these are the kind of markets where you could wake up and overnight you caught a quick spike and now you got a fill, and it's a price that you were hoping for. So
yeah, I agree. And then on our front too, with basis, St. Louis terminal still being strong on the rail and on the river, with the river improving. It could be when we get to the calendar flips of the new year, with basis might start to kind of widen if the flat price continues to be strong with dryness in South America. So something to keep an eye on too as well, to maybe get some basis locked and have, like Dan said, definitely have some targets in place.
Oh, very good. We're not just going to talk to hear ourselves here, guys. With these holiday markets, there's not a whole lot to really hammer home that we haven't talked about. But there's some interesting stuff shaping up in livestock here. Rye cash kind of helped finish the week strong in the livestock, but poor exports for pork kind of slowed the steam down a little bit there. So, what are your thoughts as we kind of go into this abbreviated holiday week here?
Yeah, I mean, the focus is definitely on cash and just how it performed last week. I mean, we were up about $1 on the live side of things, 192 in Kansas and Texas. Nebraska up to 307, 308 in the north. So with cash going up, beef prices were really strong. Just feels like you're trading some really good news going into the end of the year, and that sentiment probably looks to continue for the most part. So we really just haven't seen Packers off the bye, and I think that's really what the market's responding to. And plus, you're getting a little bit of a technical breakout here in the feeder market and on the live market. So it just feels like we've got that little bit of a technical momentum as well, kind of on everybody's side. So as you were saying, just having orders kind of working well above the market in this thin holiday trade, kind of same concept, I think, goes in the cattle as well. And we are still seeing some new buying here. We are seeing open interest increase on this move. So I think it's good to see that this is going to continue possibly into this week as well. But yeah, the hog side of things, you just kind of ran into that sideways chop, and it feels like you're really starting to, there's just no real story right now. We've kind of traded a lot of the bad news. We've been seeing cutouts start to drift lower, cash start to drift lower, and it seems like the board just wants to sit right here into the end of the year. No one even wants to look at it at this point. So I think there's just got a lack of participation here, and you're just chopping right around some pretty important moving averages. So it feels like the hog market could really go either way at this point. We're seeing some of the longs start to move further out into the summer, just kind of a flight to safety, I think, just in case we start seeing cutout cash continue to stay weak over the next several weeks.
Well, very good. One thing I did want to point out here this morning, or just talk about for a brief second, is here at AgYield, we like to express our condolences to the family of President Carter, who passed away yesterday at 100 years old, which is just an incredible milestone. In spite of politics or whatever you believe in, President Carter was very philanthropic and dedicated a lot of time to building houses for homeless people. Habitat Humanity was one of a really big initiatives that President Carter and his family, dedicate a lot of time to, and that's very noble. He was a very noble man in that regard. And so here again, from AgYield, we express our condolences. It's pretty amazing to see, when these, you don't have very many active, alive presidents. So interesting to see how he fought the good fight and made it to 100, which I think would be fantastic for anybody in this room today, if we can hit that milestone. So we'll be thinking about that here today. Outside of that, just a couple administrative things to note. I know I mentioned it earlier, but just want to let you know again, tomorrow, unlike Christmas Eve, tomorrow is a full trading day. So we will have full markets on New Year's Eve. We'll be closed on Wednesday, and then there'll be a hard reopen at 8:30 Central on Wednesday morning. And then we'll, export sales and things like that are pushed back a day. So Friday we'll have export sales and go through that. So with that being said, if you need anything, let us know. We appreciate those, everybody that, tunes in on a daily basis. If you wouldn't mind, throw us a like or subscribe. It'll keep you up to speed on everything AgYield. We're doing this show every day that the markets are open, streaming live on X, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live, 8:15 Central Time. Appreciate the thoughts and comments here this morning, guys. Hope everybody has a great start to the week, and we look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.
The War Room is proudly presented by AgYield. For over 50 years, the AgYield team has provided grain marketing and risk management solutions for growers across the country. Our veteran consultants harness cutting-edge technologies to pinpoint risk, optimize market performance, and protect your farm's profitability. Discover a new approach to farm revenue management at agyield.com.
Hey guys, Jack here. Be sure to support the show by hitting the like button, leaving us a comment, and subscribing to the channel for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.